stuff that I know to do, I wasn't doing it. So, and I told you that in the beginning. So I was straight up with you, like, hey, I got experience in this stuff, but it doesn't matter at this point. I'm open-minded. I want to know what you know. I want you to teach me what you know and what I need to do to hit this goal. I'm open-minded about it. So once I just let that go, I'm not saying that it was holding me back. I was just straight up with you, like, I am open to your ideas and what we want to do from this point. So bring it. And you did. So between the first phase and showing them, were they basic workouts? Yeah, basic workouts. But you put the thought behind it and do it. You got results. We adjusted in the aspect too, because didn't necessarily have the gym, so we did some other bodybuilding exercises in that, and I started implementing that, and that paid off. I was still getting good results. And I was doing basic calisthenics and body, self. So what I'm looking for, your own body weight workouts. So that was it worked. It paid off. So, and then when I did have opportunity for utilize the actual gym facilities, we went back into that gym role to start training in the gym. So.
Yeah, explain that real quick. What is your environment? Because you're eating out of a cafeteria, you actually had to travel over to Spain for a little while, and you're in a different fixed environment. Some days you've got the gym, some days you don't. Give me a quick overview of what your environment's like, so that we have a better understanding of that.
Like, I'm in Djibouti, Africa. We're in a camp environment, so I do have galley style of food or cafeteria food. Everything's mass processed. Choices are limited on health. I mean, yeah, we got the green salads, we got the meats, we got the basic food groups, but obviously some of that is not very conducive. You can have high sodium, low sodium. It's all over the place. So, and a lot of it's processed. It's not all, fresh made. So that was an issue initially, but it's pretty basic. The menu doesn't change very often. So that was something that, obviously I gave that information to you. You're able to look at my style of food that I was eating, and we were able to make good food choices, obviously knowing that there might be some things might be higher than others and some things will be lower than others than typically what you get back in the States. But we had a general idea, and we could see what they were. By that mean me taking extra photos of my portions so you can see what I'm doing. So it was more of a portion control kind of thing, because we knew what I was already eating. So that was a huge thing, because I could see if I was overeating or undereating. We can just go based on that. So I was doing that. I was here for the first 3.5 months. I was here in Djibouti, and I did a little stint in Rota, Spain. A lot better conditions there, more optimal. Weather was great than here. So it was better food choices there. And we noticed that right away. Same thing. We were still doing portion controls. But that started, like a good snowball effect in the right direction on me, even losing more weight a little bit quicker. I think it was a lot quicker, or the body fat itself, like really, really shedded and within a matter of weeks. I was like, holy cow, there's a huge difference. I think we both noticed that. So be able to get in that environment for a few weeks and then coming back here, that just kept the ball rolling. And that by that time I was set in a good path. I knew what I needed to do on a daily basis. And we just kept going. So I understand I said like 3.5 months. I'm just saying my 3.5 months I was in country there, even though we started in December, in the late end of December, just before Christmas. So the ball was, I was getting in that gear for the first 2.5 weeks. I was kind of struggling getting into that program. And this is something we discussed beforehand. And then when I got to Rota, I was able to really focus on
The groove.
what I need to do for me. Like I had that time to just focus on me. So I was able to get that program in and do it. So I think the biggest takeaway from that, everything I just said, was that I realized that I have to do me. I'm not doing me and I'm not focused on me and I'm just focused on everything else. Of course, it's not going to work. So I literally took that moment, focused on me, told you what was going on, and we addressed any issues. And then I went back to me and I withheld those and I did what I needed to do.
And what were the results?
The results, 21 pounds in 16 weeks. So
5.5 inches in the waist. 5.5 inches in the waist.
So that was huge. I mean, believe me, we've talked about this too, being a wrestler back in high school, mindset, losing weight, like I could drop weight like that, completely unhealthy. No reason for that. Like, and to practically kill yourself when this was, there were moments I thought I was killing myself, but it was smooth, a smooth, gradual process. And every week I was just getting hungrier and hungrier, not for food, but just for the end goal of what I wanted. Like I knew it was there. Like, man, I could do a little bit more. I could do a little bit more. But at the same time, like we had those conversations too, where, hey, I know you want to do more. Let's take a moment here. Let's think about this. You're doing great. You're right on pace like you should be. Like, why would you want to do more? Then we're talking other losses. So we talked about that potential muscle loss. We want to work on the fat. We want to work on everything else. Everything else will grow. Everything else will come along. So, and that happened. So huge gains, and just in that, and everything else.
What would you say to someone who's sitting on the fence right now and is still uncertain about committing to their own health journey?
That's a good question, man. It's almost like loaded, but couple things for me personally. Like I knew what I needed to do, right? But I was just sitting on the fucking fence. And this is me being real. And I got foul language, so bear with anybody who ever watched this video. But this is the actual truth. I was sitting on the fucking fence. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I wanted to go work out and do it. Yeah, I said I needed to do it, and I didn't do it, right? Then I had to look at everything else. When I spoke to Sean for the first time, I told him what I did, right? And then I had to, now I'm reflecting myself on somebody else that I don't even know, that's asking me what I need to do to make myself better when I already knew the damn answer. So I'm supposed to be the best and high caliber that there is already, and I'm already lacking in that, then I'm a joke. I'm a fraud. So I got to own it, right? So I owned it. I told you what I needed to do, and I needed to be pushed. So you literally pushed me off the fence and got me going. So shouldn't take that. I guess maybe you really didn't push me. I pushed myself off the fence. You were just there to make sure I landed on my feet so I can keep going. So I did that. So that's what you need to do. Procrastination is your worst enemy. We can all make excuses. Excuses are like assholes. Everyone's got one. So quit making the excuses. What are you going to do to make a difference? I told you that, like, when I was training for life. So this is a life thing for me. I already knew that from the get-go. And now if I'm going to say that shit, I got to eat my own words and fucking believe in it. And I believe in it. I always have. I was in a rut, and you pulled me out of that rut, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. So if you're doubting to want to do this, well, shame on you. I mean, because you asked me, is there a price on your life? Yeah, we could say it's priceless, right? But you're never going to know until you do it. So what harm is it to make the investment in yourself? Once again, it goes back to you. Like, who invests in themselves? No, you invest yourself in everybody else and what their worries and what their problems are. And no one really focuses on themselves. I needed to focus on myself, and I did that. And I'm very beneficial. It paid dividends. So I'm re-engaged. My outlook is improved. Clarity, things I want are there at any opportunity at a given time. Now I'm just even more hungry for all those other things. So yeah, I mean,
I love it.
Just get on it and do it. No one's gonna hold you back. You only yourself can hold yourself back. So
right on, bro. Right on, man. You've mentally come such a long way. You already had a lot of it in you, and I think you realized that your back was up against the wall and you needed to make a decision, and that's exactly what we did. And proud of you for all the hard work. Hopefully someone watching this right now, that it hits home for them and it makes them want to take action as well. So we'll go ahead and end it right there, but I appreciate your time, Mateo.
No worries, man. Thanks.